defense for having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try it.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
This one into the hands of the running back, Delage. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Returning it is Moore. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 25-yard line. Jackson now. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
To throw is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead. Already his second touchdown here this opening weekend, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in the game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. To come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your dead. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Moore on the return.
I would love to be able to say, let's do it, but I don't think we have
21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now the Baltimore offense heading back.
My favorite thing from Taco Bell is the grilled cheese burrito.
Another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
In the car.
And now a shot into coverage downfield is complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A great job pulling that one in from the guy, as we know, who can really blaze.
Okay.
Oh.
Ah, dang it. Got my controller now.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson throwing again. And his throw here is incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. Now, these two teams have met a total of 15 times starting back in 1997. Of course, remember, Baltimore was moved from Cleveland by owner Art Modell back in 1996, so they didn't have a team prior to that. But they met in 97, 15 times since then. The most recent meeting was back in 2017, a 40-0 rout by the Ravens over the Dolphins in October of that year. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. 5 plays there on that drive, and it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback. In
we're going camping on the 26th to the 28th.
Yeah. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Fielded at the 33. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Around the NFL, they've gone to the 3rd in Cleveland. And it's the Titans who have scored to grab the lead there. Marcus Mariota with 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way.
Kids were loud and they were up like late hours.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
Raccoons are vicious. I said raccoons are vicious.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. And he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag.
No,
you wants to play. You did it.
Worried about the refs.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first down goal. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown there to make the ground as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950.
In the
This
third
is
quarter.
another person that's tied it. But think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Saved over $135. That was $200.
So now here come the Dolphins. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football out.
Yes, you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10
Retail,
back at the
if we had
9.
that, like $400 sitting on
That
the court.
right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Hearns brings it in. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That's good for 28 yards.
It was there. I'm going to take
Have the nice cushion. Just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. As many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
And I really didn't.
Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Jackson.
Trying to get it to Willie Snead there.
I got like
and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
I'm done in like 5 minutes.
Actually, the late the other day.
Again, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I actually jumped off the dock.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Being away from home, I'm still getting used to doing other things.
Fielded about a yard deep.
If I'm out in the middle of nowhere, I can't.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Am I used to look?
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
Here we go to
They
Lake
have to
Area.
come from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battles.
Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
And the only thing I really like about
Plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, Kincaid is able to come up with the ball.
I mean, otherwise, all I'm doing is trying to take a shower and sorry.
The Dolphins on third down.
If I had to rough it, sure.
For 9 thus far.
This
will be a tough third and 18. Here's Fitzpatrick.
There's roughing it, and then there's literally coverage.
Back at the 8-yard line. And Judon getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
Because
the amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And then now, because of this whole coronavirus crap, they have
at the 20.
hand sanitizer.
Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And the Ravens taking the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, a broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout,
because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Man, I'm stomping these Dolphins right now.
Comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On second down, Fitzpatrick again. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's complete. Stills. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
There's a vast amount of games you can get.
Fitzpatrick down from the 50. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So after the incompletion,
I wish you could get Darksiders for Vita. Well, that sucks.
Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football.
I don't care about.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Ooh, he's hurt.
Now, he's been one of their few bright spots so far.
So now she's telling me about how I do so much for her, and now she's saying that I do.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says.
Oh, that's the case.
He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that.
It seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in.
Or something. So I was like, none of my business.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Jackson now to throw again. It's complete to Snead. And they work this out past the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. Well, Snead figures to be an important veteran presence for Lamar Jackson. 2 years ago, it was a disappointing 2017 for Snead. That was in New Orleans. But then had a bit of a bounce-back campaign a season ago in his first go-around with Baltimore. 62 catches, 650 yards. Did have surgery in the offseason on his left index finger, but back to full health and ready to go. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. But it's third down now. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. He will be very close. The close fist to the referee, and that means 4th down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. It's going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us, all these games counting out, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just one week
I'm going to stream here. If you guys have enjoyed, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Hit that little bell to turn on notifications. I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.